When you grow up on a family farm, when you're the third generation to work on it, you think about things differently. It's not a short-term business where you make as much as you can and try to get out. I watch my kids growing up and think about what I'm going to leave them. I hope one day my grandchildren will look back on the decisions I've made and be thankful their granddaddy was looking out for them. One of the best decisions my father made was to grow for Springer Mountain Farms. Springer is a family business, built on family values, just like this farm. It's been that way for generations. They believe in doing things the right way, and that's the only way I want to do things around here. Springer's program isn't easy. It requires a lot more work from me. Every step of the process was developed by the American Humane Association. That means scientists and veterinarians, people that know the animals better than anyone, help farmers like me understand what's best for the birds. They can inspect us whenever they want to make sure we're meeting their requirements, and that's good for the birds. Springer's program is totally unique. For starters, they hatch their own chicks. That's important because many farmers get them by mail order, and most of those chicks are given antibiotics. But not Springer. They hatch their own chicks, so they make their own rules. No antibiotics, no steroids, nothing artificial. And the feed comes from the same crop farmers every year. These farmers know that Springer tests every single shipment to make sure it's 100% pure. If there's so much as a trace of pesticide, herbicide, or anything, it doesn't even get unloaded. So we get the same feed from the same farms, mixed the same way, and it's been that way for years. We raise the birds in humane, climate-controlled houses. Here again, American Humane helps us with the ideal temperature and amount of light. And here's where they really make a difference. We raise far fewer birds per house. With all the extra room and ideal conditions, there's a lot less stress on the animals. Why is that important? Well, less stress means more tender. That's what my father always says. Ours is one of 350 family farms that raise birds for Springer. And each family has to live on the farm. I think that's important because it goes back to taking pride and ownership in doing things the right way. All of the farms are located within 60 miles of the feed mills in the North Georgia mountains. There's no secret to why Springer Mountain Farms is more consistent. Of course, all these practices tend to make the birds cost a little more than conventional chicken. But I believe people care about what they eat and what they feed their families. And I don't need a scientist to tell me that. After all, chickens aren't the only things being raised on this family's farm.